Explosion. Not really. I need to do that like another 5. I wish I know why it's a fire now.
So you thought? What would you do?
Situations from this season, and I don't know if I've already gotten the housemate's perspective on it. Michael, what were you seeing in the house when you saw this?
It was weird because I was under the impression that Tega was, married, for sure. So it was kind of weird, but I didn't pay much attention to it. And then
why not?
It wasn't really my business, to be honest. And number 2, I was focused on other things, to be completely honest. But then we all got evicted at the same time. And during the media rush, it was mad. Like, I literally just sat back and watched it.
I feel like they drowned you and Peter.
I swear, I was a spectator because a lot of the things that happened, I started, learning about it on the media tour. So I was completely, thrown off. Like, wait, what? Seeing it, it's touchy because you're talking about, like, adultery and, like, possible, it's touchy, to be honest. So kind of weird, but they're 2 consensual adults. They made decisions and, I think it's well within their rights to consequences. Yeah.
Okay. So there are people who were in and probably saw it from the outside. Seeing it from outside the house, did you understand? Because being in the house is a different ballgame, right? There's strategies, there's pressure. Did you understand what the fans were saying and how intense they were? Did you understand, or did you also understand the fact that in the house it can be different? What did you think?
I understood that both of them are adults and they can do whatever they like. But in the context of the society we are, it's like a bit of a problem, yeah. So there was a lot of, social media was going crazy and I was like, they don't even know what's going on outside. Because that's what it is. When you're inside, you don't even know how, very, 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 how very intense it can be, basically. So I thought to myself that they were both making a mistake.
That was a guy in the house. So Boma told you quite a bit of what was going on, and you probably saw some stuff. Or what did you think about them?
First of all, I didn't even think she was really married.
You didn't believe her?
I didn't believe she was really married. I just felt maybe that was just her thing to just say.
I just thought she had a mind that was like really, really cool, and she was really. I didn't know like she was really, really, really married.
I think that's honestly significant because if you're wondering, she's married and then she's doing this.
Yeah, I thought it was a try. I think I mentioned to someone. I was like, nah, she's definitely.
She was just had a guy.
Even before Boma, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh, even before
Boma. Like Boma.
Why was that?
Even from the beginning.
Tega's root and there.
Yeah.
She was a little bit compared to like me that was a little bit reluctant.
Yeah.
What do you say?
No, I said it's not like she did anything wrong during Truth or Dare, but as a married woman in Nigeria, on TV, I would think you'd be more careful. So strategy in the house, like I'm married, I don't know, I just thought it was a strategy. I didn't believe it until I came out, and then I was like, oh, okay.
So let me come to you now, Boma. Because a lot of people have wondered, even though you've done interviews and answered questions about this, it still feels like a mystery to a lot of people. Why you thought this was the route to go?
It was still part of the game, and I knew at that time, I knew something that no one else knew. And that's because first of all, we were like very close friends. We started as friends. She had told me the marriage wasn't there, like it wasn't going on, but no one knew that, and I wouldn't say that because it's not my story to tell.
Yeah.
She had said no, there was no marriage. Like the marriage was not, like they were separated pretty much. So, but to me, they had a good friendship. So it was just like, okay, game. Let me confuse people again. Like, because everything I did, because Pereira told me I was the most, what word did they use? Unpredictable guy. Because I'll be here now, next and I'm over here. And you're like, yo, bro, I just thought you were here now. So to me, that was very entertaining. I just thought it was entertaining. And I think I didn't stay more than 1 week with any other person. I say, okay, you know what, since they know I stay 1 week, let me go a little bit further. It was still part of the game for me. Like, I didn't want people to be able to just predict me. So, and first of all, I felt like there were already a lot of jealous people outside there. You know, I felt like, you know, I came from the stage, you know, I felt like there were already people like, what thing they find for the house? I already had almost 200K followers, I was verified. So I just felt like there are people that are just going to hate me regardless of whatever it was. Like how Aaron said, I didn't say what I did was right. Somebody bringing, like, saying knives and guns, I think it went out of proportion. I didn't think it was what anyone dying for and everything. So to me, I knew what no one else knew. And like I said, until she came out not too long ago and said that marriage ended since 2020. I knew something people didn't know. So, but for me to now run and say, because people would have said, but why didn't you like redeem yourself? Why didn't you say something? To me, I was dealing with a single woman.
A lot of people that threw a lot of us off. Sleeping on the same bed, having your truth or dare or tasks or whatever can be justified. But I think the green room was the moment everybody wondered. Because for a lot of us, we thought, the impression was that you guys went to the green room to have moments that nobody knew about. Because now you're saying, I was dealing with a single woman, so it's okay to have feelings. So was it just a game, or did you have feelings? That's what I just wanted to know.
One thing I would always say is we had a genuine friendship. More than that, the friendship to me was just bigger. Anything else that was happening was, you know, just part of the game.
Okay. So Tega, I want to come to you now, because for those who don't know, or who might be finding this out for the first time, Boma just said you were separated already. When did this happen?
I was separated in 2020. We had a conversation. Of
That's
course.
you and your husband?
Yes, my ex.
Or your ex-husband?
Of course, there's mutual respect. That is because he's the father of my kid. You know, so there's this understanding. Okay, you know what? You know me, I'm crazy, right? This show, even my dad that's passed cannot stop me from going for it. It's already time.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm crazy, anything can go on, but please, stay out of it. You know, don't say anything. Knowing who he is, don't say anything and all that. It's my game. For a fact, I didn't go into the show as married. I went in as separated. In all my interviews, I clearly stated it. I went in as separated. So getting to the house, to be very honest, the first thing that threw me off balance was walking in and seeing J-Paul. And I was like, is this going to be... Because J-Paul didn't know the situation that was going on, you know. And I was like, what's going to happen? Snitch on me? What do I do? Okay, change of plans. And then during our conversations, introduction, I just said, well, I'm married and yeah, I have a kid. And now that was supposed to be a strategy, right? And getting deep into the show, I just discovered this was doing something great in a bad way to me, you know. But to me, everything was all cruise. Everything that was going on between Boma and I was all cruise.
Marriage is a big deal, regardless of where it is, but maybe here we're a little more dramatic about the way we judge. So, again, my first question is, how did that not kick in? To just maybe like self-reflect and be like, okay, I wonder what people are thinking about. To just maybe like self-reflect and be like, okay, I wonder what people are thinking about this. Why did you not say you were separated?
Before I got into the show, we had a conversation, right?
Yeah.
And if he had stuck to the conversation, I believe all of this wouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
Because he came out and people really believed that there was someone in the picture, right? So if the conversation we had, he stuck with it, and people will be wondering where he is. Where is this man? So to me, it was a mind game. Literally, I was playing a mind game.
So your head, you said you thought saying I'm married, but I can't find this person, was just
yeah, because
interesting.
Going on in the show, I would have still come out. Because like I said, I was playing a mind game. Going on the show, I would have still come out like, okay, you know what, guys? Maybe in one of our games, I would just say.
There were a lot of whispering. There were a lot of under the duvet moments. There was a green room. Was it all a game for you?
Okay, there were no feelings aside to what we were doing in the house. There's this respect between us. So we'll not say if we cross that door, na guy alpha.
Okay, let me start with you. Finally, looking back, right, and understanding what this has become. Fortunately, unfortunately, this is a show that one moment can define you, and it becomes your narrative.
Sadly,
right?
man, yeah.
Sorry?
I said sadly, yeah.
Yeah, because people almost completely forget everything else, and you become that guy who did this, you know. What would you do differently?
I was a bit naive, you know, my own time. I was just playing the game. I was playing it more, not like a Nigerian would play the game. I wasn't really thinking like that. I'm kind of more free-spirited. But try to act like we take marriage very seriously, but 95% of married men are fully, you know what I'm saying? 95. Probably 98. I would say things that people are afraid to say. It's true, you know. 98% of married men in Nigeria have girlfriends. Who is putting on?
Where did you get the study from?
Because it's everyone. Almost every married man has a girlfriend. All those girls, all those things they're buying is footed by a lot of married men.
So you are very specific with the data, so I'm just wondering if you do
probably even more. Research, right? You know, so for me, I just tell the guy, you know, the society is very hypocritical, be very careful. You know, those people will judge you. You might do 100 good stuff. One bad stuff, it defines your moment.
Tega, do you ever worry that this will probably never go away? You know, do you ever worry, like, how am I going to shed this?
Yeah, I'm human, right? And to be very honest, it's because I have thick skin, that's why I'm alive. To be very honest.
It's been that bad?
Sometimes I worry, but sometimes I have to deal with it. Because I just think about it, I'm like, you should have just done what was on your mind. Or whatever plan you came with, you should have. You know, but I can't cry over spilled milk. You know, I just have to brace up, face it, and keep living.
And like I said continuously, Nigeria or not Nigeria, marriage is called marriage for a reason. So if people had no idea about separation or whatever it is, I think the reaction should have been expected, because you're wondering, you know, what's really happening here. But then I guess the issue now becomes, when you've explained and people still don't get it, is where there's now how much more can I explain? But I just want everybody to understand that perspective is everything. Well done to you guys, because you guys take quite a bit of heat just for coming to, you know, pursue your dreams or whatever it is. But thanks for giving us a show, and I was.
Guys, Boma said 95% of married men in Nigeria has side chicks. Like, Ebuka even asked him if it was a game or he had feelings for Tega. He said him and Tega shared genuine friendship. That when Tega came into the house, that he was the only one she confided in, that she was no longer in her marriage, that she was separated from her husband, and that was why he got along with her. Ebuka had to ask the other housemates how they felt about Boma and Tega's romance in the Big Brother Naija house. Pere, Cross, Jackie B, KV, they all said that they didn't know Tega was married because of the way she was doing that. They didn't know. Jackie B said it was when she came out of the house that she got to find out what Boma and Tega did in the house. So to Boma, he said he thought he was dealing with a single woman because Tega told him that she was separated from her husband, and that made him to continue with all the rubbish they were doing in the house. So guys, let me know what you think about this too. Like, because when Tega entered the house, I saw Tega with wedding ring. So I don't know if it was a strategy or what. Let me know what you think about Tega and Boma's relationship in the Big Brother Naija house. So if you watch to this point, I would like you to hit on the subscribe button, turn on your post notification bell so you get notified each time I upload a new video. Don't forget to like this video, share this video. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.